And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Clark, tomorrow for you and I is our most favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. What are you going to be piling on your plate? I can see it right now in my mind's eye. You with a big smile, and Hill, he's checked in for Minnesota. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Jefferson, a screen on Hill. Here's Parker. Bekovic with the rebound.
Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
To the bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Thunder.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
They get it back. And Bekovic throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Parker's shot is off.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. Honor Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Spurs. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And when you look at the Timberwolves, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
Pass to Green. 4 on the clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Great dime that time from Jefferson, a swing man who knows how to find his open teammates, too.
Hill against Ginobili.
Oh, man. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Love watching this kind of action in the pick and roll.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 8-point game. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Shot clock at 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Timberwolves leading by 8. Bekovic with a screen on Ginobili. Oh,
man. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. Well, Greg, I know we're still early in this decade, but which franchise do you think is best positioned to own the 2010s?
Obviously, Miami comes to mind first. I mean, Wade, Bosh, and LeBron are all still in their 20s. In the West, OKC has a really strong core in Durant, Harden, and Westbrook.
Here's Duncan. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Begovic with a screen, inside, plays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
San Antonio calls timeout. And the Spurs making a change here. Parker's checked in. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Spurs second.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing. He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Let's find out the news on Tony Parker. David, what's the update there?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Spurs gave us some info. Unfortunately, it seems he has a strained hip. You can imagine the kind of discomfort that causes. The team told me he'll need some time to fully recover, but as of now, he's cleared to play on it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the status report there, David. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
5 on the clock. Fades. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Here's Hill. And it's in. He nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves taking a 19-point lead into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
It's Ginobili outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0-1 from the field. Pass to Wall. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs trail by 21. Down low. Deflects the pass. Outside Hill. Here's McDyess. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Nothing new for McDyess. Exceptional at keeping his eye on the rim.
And it's Hill penetrating and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. The fadeaway, he just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in, flawless.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Look now for San Antonio. Duncan, he's checked in for McDyess. Jefferson comes in for Bonner. And it's Green in for Hill. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Ginobili outside. Pass to Switter. Looking for Ginobili. He gets it there. And it's slammed in by Ginobili.
Do not sleep on Ginobili's athleticism, folks. This guy is more than capable of pounding it down.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And look at the 7-footer reaching up high. Milicic snags that pass and throws it down.
Now Green. Ginobili outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Green. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Win after win. These guys. Oh! Wow!
Watch out below. Driving with some bad intention.
Spurs have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Duncan. Over Smith. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Ginobili. Duncan's got 6.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Smith with a screen on Ginobili. Pulls up. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
And so Kurt Rambis decides to take a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Craig Smith. San Antonio also making a switch to Juan Blair. He's checked in for Splitter. Hill has the open look. Offensive rebound. Milicic kicks to Hill. From the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Hill's got 22 points.
Over the course of the game, he's been very active, doing some great stuff.
Green, the pass to Ginobili. To the middle. Here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
Oh! Man! What a finish.
Okay, how about that move? Flashing some serious handle there.
Green, no luck.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's hit.
My goodness.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question. A crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Ginobili can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Puts it up from 15. Hill, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight. Leading the charge, what a huge quarter for him.
Outside Jefferson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Outside Hill. And Pekovic throws it down.
Smart pass leading to an easy bucket.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Ginobili with a screen on Daniels. Duncan, the pass to Ginobili. Looking to end the run. And slammed in by Ginobili.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebound, San Antonio. Right side, Green over Daniels. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different and the Timberwolves. A change here. Hill's checked in. Splitter's checked in for San Antonio. Hill drives in. Juwan Blair grabs the miss. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Parker passes to Jefferson. Parker looking over the floor. Here's Blair, and the dunk by Blair.
And you're not going to get an easier deuce than that, straight to the basket.
So here we are, Clark, looking at the 2010 rookie class. Maybe a slight drop-off when you look at the overall talent level from 2009. But any sleepers you've got your eye on here?
Yeah, I always have my eye on a few under-the-radar guys. A couple of them are at picks 9 and 10. Gordon Hayward and Paul George. Very athletic. Wings, both long and rangy. Those guys always valuable because of their two-way potential. I'm a little surprised both of them fell to the back part of the lottery. Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it. He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
Pass to Splitter. Now here's Parker. Second chance effort. And Blair gets it to go. Blair's got 4 points this quarter.
If you don't box him out, he's going to make you pay.
Pekovic with a screen. And he lobs it up. And Pekovic throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pekovic with a screen on Parker. Hill finds Pekovic. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Perfectly timed. You imagine the practice hours that went into that.
And the Spurs with possession. To the paint, and stolen by Pekovic. One-on-one here. The three from Hill. The three-pointer is right on target. Hill's got 33.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Blair, a screen on Hill. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Milicic.
And getting his timing just right on the rejection. Milicic making his presence felt on the defensive end.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
Here's Parker. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a 1-6 run. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Outside Hill. Back to Splitter. Pass to Bonner. There's the screen. And it's Hill penetrating. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound.
Hey, it was a good look. One he normally capitalizes on.
Here's Hill. Basket counts. 35 points for Hill.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs. Of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Ginobili. And a lot of head coaching changes, Greg, coming into this season. In all, 8 teams with the new voice in charge.
And last year, a lot of turnover as well. By the end of the season, it wouldn't surprise me, Kevin, to see those changes extend to over half the league's teams. It's kind of part of the job now.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
First personal foul. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Spurs also with the sub. Blair's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. That one drops for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And it's Hill penetrating. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, it'll be the Golden State Warriors coming into town. And then on Wednesday, they head out on the road and face the Mavericks in Dallas.
For that game against the Spurs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Duncan with the screen for Hill to the inside. And Duncan throws it down.
And, you know, this team depends on Duncan offensively because they know how great a scorer he is.
Down low.
When run right, the two-man game is basically unstoppable.
And Clark, this summer, the 1960 and 1992 U.S. men's basketball teams both inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Both teams were undefeated, winning by over 42 points on average. But the world is starting to catch up after some disastrous finishes. Nice to see the U.S. back on track with 2 straight gold medals in Beijing and Turkey.
Duncan can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. No one covering. Hill's got 44.
He's been incredible tonight, seemingly scoring at will, really powering his team forward.
Here's Hill. Blair trying to get open. And Hill, the bucket on the assist by Blair.
I think that's a testament to Hill's attitude. I mean, he does not hesitate at all when he has the ball right next to the hoop.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
The first free throw is good. Edwards, he's checked in for Johnson. San Antonio also making some changes. Jefferson's checked in for Matt Bonner. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Parker subbed in for Hill. Parker passes to Blair. On the wing, Duncan. Green finds Jefferson. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And at that three-point line, Jefferson can be a threat. He has gotten more accurate and confident as a shooter. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it. Look, you've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Here's Duncan. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And good! There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Parker against Hill. They kick it out to Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Jefferson's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Deep 2 from Hill.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Jefferson's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's hauled in by Tony Parker. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Duncan. Back to Parker. And here's Blair. There's Green with the 3. Drops in the tray.
That is good offense. Unselfish play.
For 3. Hit good. He hits again.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.